Hello, welcome to Greenversal's weekly environmental news report. First off, we have some great news. As of September 5th, the giant panda is no longer endangered. After significant conservation efforts and habitat restoration, the giant panda population has significantly grown over the past decade. In 2009, officials had declared that giant pandas would go extinct within 3 generations without concerted measures to save them. However, they are now listed as vulnerable on the International Union for Conservation of Nature's Red List. There are currently about 2,060 pandas living in the wild and 67 reserves throughout China dedicated to preserving 2/3 of the global panda population. A couple weeks ago, an impassioned fight over a 1,170-mile oil pipeline moved from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe on the prairies of North Dakota to a federal courtroom in Washington. This battle has also drawn thousands of other Native Americans and activists to camp and demonstrate, who argue that a leak or spill could be ruinous. On Friday, the federal government temporarily blocked construction on part of the pipeline and listened to complaints from the Standing Rock Sioux and other tribal nations that the pipeline could damage their water supply and ancestral cultural sites. This is a game changer for acknowledging Native American sovereignty. The presidents of Ecuador, Costa Rica, and Colombia met in Galapagos to announce historic protections to safeguard sea turtles, sharks, and a variety of other creatures off their coasts, thus creating a giant ocean reserve. Ecuador and Costa Rica agreed to delineate the boundaries of their national waters, exchanging nautical charts in a step toward protecting the underwater highways used by sharks, sea turtles, and other migrating marine life. Colombia President Juan Manuel Santos pledged to more than double the size of the Malpelo Flora and Fauna Sanctuary, which hosts one of the world's largest aggregations of sharks. The 3 nations have the underlying goal of meeting a United Nations target of protecting 10% of the world's oceans by 2020. The Daldikhan River in Russia turned an unnatural bright red on Tuesday. Russia's Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment said that a broken pipeline leaking an unidentified chemical from the Nadezhda metallurgical plant owned by Norilsk Nickel might be the culprit. Norilsk Nickel is the world's largest producer of nickel and palladium, and as a result, Norilsk, where the river is located, is notorious for being one of the world's most polluted cities. It's not the first time the river has changed color from pollution, but the water does not pose an immediate risk to residents as Norilsk's water supply comes from other sources. Have you ever wondered what the greenest colleges in the U.S. are and what they look like? Many universities have taken steps to seriously address their environmental footprint, and the Sierra Club is honoring those that have gone above and beyond this year. In a survey of 200 colleges, Sierra scored their green cred on the basis of whether schools demonstrated a commitment to upholding high environmental standards, including increasing renewable energy on campus and providing more sustainable transportation. At first place was the College of the Atlantic in Maine, with State University of New York College of Environmental Science and Forestry at number 2, and University of California, Irvine at 3rd place. Stanford University was 5th place, and Harvard University was 19th. Thank you for watching. See you next week.